pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles per hour with DRS assistance down the back straight before the cars break into the tight hairpin at turn 14. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Norris, Ahmed, Hamilton, Ocon, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Tsunoda, Gasly, Stroll, Albon, Sargent, Joe, Bottas, Magnussen, and Nico Hülkenberg rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Only a few places away from a points finish last race. We're hoping he can do it today. Not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want you to bog down. No rain expected, no rain expected for the time being. Okay, good parking there, mate. Now we need to make sure we get a great launch as the race starts. Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. That start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you. Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Here's some information on Russell for you. Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring. Okay, clear. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 4.8 seconds. Gap to the car in front, 4.3 seconds. You're currently in P3. Leclerc is ahead of you. They're on old mediums. Alonso behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Okay, so gap to the leader, 4.8 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. Gap to your teammate behind, 6.1 seconds. Green flag. Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, gap ahead, 10.7 seconds. Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
So that wraps up the sprint race, but there's still more action yet to come this weekend. We've got qualifying and, of course, the Grand Prix.